Hello everybody, James at the Jab Lab. I'm going to give you some beginner tips for beginner boxers. Bish bash bosh. We're looking at a few tips in terms of your practice and a few tips that are a little bit outside the box. Let's go. A tip that's a little bit outside the box: spend as much time in your boxing gym as possible. It sounds like a no-brainer, but people don't. They'll go in and do their hour session or whatever the class is and go home. If you want to box and be competitive, then you need to spend as much time in the gym as possible, watching people work out, watching the more advanced people spar, talking and nitpicking your coach's brain, watching how your coach trains everybody. You learn so much through watching. And say if you want to one day go on to coach and all that, you won't realize how much you're taking on just standing near your coach when he's cornering people or holding pads or things like that. It makes a massive difference in your ability to learn how to box. You just take in more and you're more receptive to instruction. You'll hear things and be like, oh, I know what that is because I've seen them or heard them do it before, thus improving the rate at which you learn to box. The second tip: take away the excitement in your practice. It's hard to do because it's hitting stuff and it's fun and it's I want to just smash the fuck out of everything. Don't we all? But if you get rid of the concern for technique and just start whacking hard, you're going to really, I say really slow down, but you're going to somewhat slow down how quick your technique improves, and then conversely how hard you can actually whack stuff, which makes a difference. So instead of it being like just hitting bags and pads, do that. Sometimes strip it back and just do slow, detailed shadow boxing, making sure you're twisting, making sure your stance is set, making sure that you're balanced and hitting well, not hard. In this gym, I don't care how fast or how hard people hit, I care how well they hit. And that makes a difference. If you're sparring, make sure it's safe and beneficial to you. There's no point and you see it in loads of gyms, and I've done it myself. You turn up to a gym, right, you spar with him, they're way better and they just beat the fuck out of you, and you don't learn anything particularly. You learn how to survive to a point until you start getting caught. But you're not really learning defense or anything like that. You need to spar with people that are definitely better than you, somewhat the same, and sometimes a little bit less skilled as you. And they need to stress test you, but also give you a chance to work and not injure you and not give you concussion, because concussion's a bitch. So you want to make sure that you're able to work. Your coach can give you detailed and planned sparring. So like, you're going to work on the catch this round. We're just going to jab, and you've just got to defend the jab predominantly with your catches. But if you don't get that catch, then start moving your head and all that stuff. You'll find that you rapidly progress rather than it just being fuck, 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 fuck. You'll start thinking and you'll start settling into sparring. So make sure your sparring is considerate to you and your skills, and really everybody in the class. Everyone should get a good workout. If you're one of the advanced ones and you want to improve your sparring and your fighting, and your sparring beginners, intermediate, work on shit that you don't like to work on. That's the time to get better at that. If you're predominantly a hand defender, stop moving your head, stop moving your feet. That's the time to do it. Where you're not really in any danger, you are miles better than them. You can let them work and you can do all your stuff and suddenly turn into Muhammad Ahmad, Bruce Lee. Now you're loving it, you are in the gym all the time, you're doing sensible sparring, you're receptive and talking to everybody and taking bits on board and just being present in your gym. Spend some money on the gear. I'm not saying you've got to go like Clito Reyes to winning straight away or anything like that, but just a little bit more cash, if you've got the means to, on the gear. You'll notice a difference, especially boxing shoes. If you're still training in running shoes or trainers, get some boxing shoes, and you can get some good ones for relatively cheap. The difference is out of this world. But, for the safety of your sparring partners, for the safety of your hands, and for the pockets of your gym owner, as in wear and tear on the bags and the gear, start getting some good gloves, some nice wraps, and you'll notice a difference. Everyone benefits from better gear. Plus, when you start getting into glove fashion, you're on a slippery slope, because buying gloves is such a pleasure. Enjoy yourself. The last tip: make sure you're enjoying yourself. Yeah, it's serious. Unfortunate things do happen in boxing quite often, and you are ultimately in there to make sure that person sleeps for 10 seconds or longer, and then you win and get all the glory. But in the gym, you can be jovial, you can have a laugh. If you're not enjoying your training and you go there because you want to be tough and hard and it fills you with dread and you're anxious all the time, but you're training and you're box, that's not good. You should be enjoying yourself, having a good time. You should be dread-free. It should be hard fucking training, but you should be dread-free and enjoying it and reveling in it and supported and being a supporting member of the team and gym that you're in. So make sure you're enjoying yourself. If you're a bit of a laugher and a joker, have a bit of a laugh and a joke. Coaches in the first place should be able to work with any personality, okay? So you should be nurtured and looked after no matter what kind of person you are. And yeah, just let yourself enjoy yourself in your training. Too many people are like, no, I'm a boxer, I've got to be tough. You're tough, you're in a boxing gym. If you're sparring, you're tougher than 99% of the people in the world. Enjoy yourself. And that's it. Subscribe if you want. Don't bother if you don't want to bother. Fine by me. Have a great day.